Hey everybody, it's Mark, Five Angels Outdoor, and what I have right here behind me is our new channel rig. I wanted to introduce our 2025 GMC Canyon AT4X AEV edition rig. We're very excited to have this. Just like our previous rigs, we're going to make it ours by doing some modifications. Though with this one, I think we're going to keep it a little more subdued. It won't be as extreme or as heavy as either the Bronco Raptor or the Colorado AEV Bison before that, but we're pretty excited to have this. And let's take you through it. Let's give you a walk around. It is in its pure state. No changes that we've done, and also some of the options that we ordered with this vehicle are still not in. They did not come into the dealer. So something like the recovery package, which is our winch, our jounce bump stops, and a couple other things, even like the floor mats, the AEV branded floor mats, they'll all come together to the dealer. I'll have to take the rig back to the dealer. They'll get all those items added, and then it'll be complete like we had it in the order. Right now it's sort of in an interim state, but let's take you through and show you what we got going here. First things first, we'll take you through the engine bay. Unlike the Colorado or the previous second gens where you had multiple engine options, the only option here in this third gen is really just this 4-cylinder turbo. It is what it is. We'll see how it performs out on the trail. It's got some decent horsepower and torque numbers, but we'll see how it does out in the trail. But really, the engine bay, everything's, like I said, pretty open. Nothing done to it as of yet. We will have some modifications going on. One of the items that we ordered from the factory that'll be a dealer installed option is our AEV snorkel. Obviously they'll have to drill a hole in the fender, run it up the A-pillar, and that'll connect to this box over here through the wheel well. So we'll see how that goes and what that final product will look at. But that'll be the big modification here. We'll see how they mount the winch. Typically the winch controller is mounted on its own bracket. I'm not really sure where the winch controller will be located within the engine bay. So we will see. But yeah, one engine, 4-cylinder turbo. It is what it is. And let's move on to the rest of the rig. All right, so we have the front of the rig. What we have is typical to all your AEV vehicles. We got a nice boron steel front bumper. Winch will be coming out here from where this license plate's mounted. Some fog lights, we're looking good. LEDs, I mean, this has got a pretty aggressive grille, front-facing camera, but really it's when you get underneath the rig is when you see the protection. We have the typical AEV skid plates. Okay, this is protecting up front. It goes all the way back where we have transfer case skid plate, gas tank skid plate, all of that. You can see here up in the front, we have our Multimatic DSSV shocks, which is great. And obviously when the bump stops come in, we'll have front and rear bump stops as well. Good, strong recovery hooks, fog lights. I mean, we'll see what kind of modifications we'll be able to do. I mean, this is a plastic trim piece. This is a plastic trim piece around here. I'm not sure if we'll be able to do any other additional lighting up front or whatnot, but we'll check it out and we'll see. Coming around the sides, you know, we have the Salta wheels. These aren't AEV Saltas, they're GM produced Saltas, but same style. These are beadlock capable, so I should be able to, if I wanted to, get a true beadlock trim ring from Chevy Performance Parts and change these over to beadlocks if I would like. You know, extra fender flare size, a little GMC logo in the lighting. And you can see here behind, this is where that bump stop is going to mount, right over here. So we'll look forward to seeing that once they come in. Down the side, we do have, you know, rock rails in a sense. I believe just like previous versions, they are body mounted. So you can see they are body mounted. They're not frame mounted. But these are similar to what we had on our Colorado Bison. They changed them up a little bit, but otherwise they're pretty similar. And then going into the back, obviously we have same setup, our 35s on the Saltas with the Multimatic shocks. And this is where the rear bump stops, the jumps, will mount right here to this bracket. So we'll see those at some point, but yeah, this is the side. Great look. Let's take you around. All right, we're around back. Same thing as the front. You know, we have some plastic covering here, but right here along this edge, this is all that boron steel, and we have some great toe recovery points. If we get under here, you can see we have a skid plate. That's that boron steel skid plate on the differential. And like I said before, there's another one on the gas tank. But we're looking good. They repositioned the shocks where they're mounting. They're a little close to the wheel. They don't hang down as much. I'm gonna have to figure out if I'm going to want to get some shock skids just to protect them a little better. They are in a better position than the second gens were. So we'll see. And coming out, as far as the tailgate goes, it's got a soft open here. Nice. Now we do, in the actual tailgate, have a storage bin. So little, not too bad. You know, throw some stuff in there that we want to get at pretty easily. It's just a matter of closing it, clamping down, and snapping these things. We've got the Rhino liner in here. There is power with this gen. This power cord's not going to run very much. Looking at the specs in the owner's manual, I mean, you could plug a phone into it and all that. You're not running anything that's gonna suck up a lot of power, but that is what it is. And then for right now, we have our spare tire mounted here in the bed. That is not gonna last long. I do have a Diamondback cover that I'm gonna put over the bed, so I'm gonna be relocating that spare. But yeah, it's all set up right now. It does block your view pretty significantly. You really can't see out of most of your rear view mirror with that tire, but hey, it looks cool for right now. And you know, another one of these plastic things has a little AEV logo in it here, stylized. But yeah, this side coming around same as the other side, and let's take you and show you what's going on inside. All right, interior, we're looking pretty good. We'll start off in the back seat. One of the good things we got from air con control is you got a couple of vents back here. You do have a USB-C and a traditional USB port back here too for your back seat riders. the back seat has got a decent amount of space to it. We do have throughout, we have the red seatbelt, and I mean this is a stylized rig. This is a nice setup. The trim, you know, with the white and the red, and even on the door, it's looking pretty good, you know. So I mean, the difference between the GMC and the Chevy may be just some of the interior styling. So looking good here. Let's see what's in the cockpit. Alrighty, as I said, my AEV branded, fitted covers aren't in. They'll come in with the rest of that stuff, so that's a little disappointing, but that is what it is. But you can really see the changes up here. We have our AEV logo into the headrest. We have our AT4X logo into the seat back, but really we got a lot of style going on here. Like I said, the same color and texture finishes, red and white accents going on. The infotainment screen, pretty large, and you know, from a center console perspective, we have our off-road modes and our drive selectors. And when we get up here, one of the benefits of having the Colorado or the Canyon, you have not only front lockers, you have rear lockers, so you have both. And then we have some additional switches here. A lot of your controls are controlled, you know, some of your main components, fans and all that do have buttons, but a lot of stuff is on the infotainment screen. So we did opt for the sunroof in this one, and from what I hear with the second gens, having the sunroof is a good thing. One, obviously, you know, sunroofs are nice, but two, I heard that there was some, with these third gens, there was some roof stability issues that they have a TSB out. So in that sense, those issues don't come about when the rig has a sunroof, so that's good for us. But like I said, same red seatbelt package. It's looking good and comfortable. Ample storage in the center console, you know, up and below. So we have good storage here. We will be working on mounting some, you know, some mounts and whatnot in here. We want to be able to hold our phone. We want to be able to hold our iPad for navigation purposes. We will have, you know, our radios and whatnot, and our lighting controllers. So there's a lot going to happen, in a sense, in the interior of the rig, from a control perspective. But otherwise, it is pretty slick in there and really nice. This third generation, they really did a good job. Yeah, so I mean, that's a quick walk around. I just wanted to show the rig before we started doing some modifications, before we started doing stuff to it. A little disappointed that not all the parts that I ordered came to the dealer when the truck got to the dealer. So when I do have to take it back, they say it could be at least 3 days they're gonna have it because of of the items they have to install. I'll deal with it, but I can't wait to get this out on the trail. I want to test it out, see how it compares to our previous rigs, because we've had some capable rigs on this channel, and it's just a great looking truck. So keep an eye out on the channel. You know, we're going to go from not a lot of content recently to really just, I'm gonna be pumping out some install videos. I got parts in the garage, raring to go. It's just a matter of getting started. But thanks for watching this video. Let me know what you think in the comments. Keep an eye out on the channel, and we'll catch you next time. But thanks a lot, and take it easy.